Hey guys, it's your boy Thriller here, and well, I may be wondering why this is a postcom, or more importantly, why does it look like it's a re-upload? Well, it's because I'm an idiot, and apparently when I clicked on the sounds for the game audio messed up. If I didn't have my teams here pulled up, I would show you. But basically, when you're in the battle on Showdown, there's a sound setting there. And I guess I should have made sure that was on because that would have controlled the sound quality a little bit and everything. So I did that live and that actually covered up my audio. But a big shout outs though. I need to give a shout out here to hold on, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Oh, since I deleted that video, I can't give him the shout out. But he knows who he is. The one that put the comment, oh no, audio. Sorry, I don't know why you're the name didn't. Oh no, hold on. It should be up on my recent subscribers one because this dude deserves a proper shout out because he pointed this out to me. And uh, V ele- V Electric V or Electri, whichever your name goes. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but shout outs to him because he actually pointed out that my audio was messed up because of that. And I don't want to give you guys a video that looks like that. You know, that's not a video that I'm proud of, especially for how loud it is and stuff too. So unfortunately, week one now has got to be post-com, but I do want to give a shout out to him though for pointing that out to me. I should have realized that before I uploaded because I sometimes will watch my videos back before I upload, and this is one of those instances where I didn't think to when I probably should have when I realized that the audio thing wasn't there. So yeah, but going forward, we're gonna have to fix that up a little bit, but I'll make sure I do that next time. But thank you so much for you, Electric, for pointing that out to me. Thank you very much. So we're going to have to redo this here. I'm not going to do a team builder because it's not really a point to do it now, especially if we're doing postcom. We're taking on Pokemon Master here for the OGDL Season 2. We're here for Week 1, and his team is basically these six plus a Skarmory, Bronzong, and a Gliscor, basically. His Terra Captain is Manaphy, and unfortunately, and this is what he brought. He brought the Serena over the Skarmory, which I'm very surprised. I would have probably not have been protected pads then on my one dude then, which kind of sucks because that actually could open some doors, but we'll see what we get to it. But if you guys are excited for this week one, leave a like if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new, join the Thrill Crew today because you'll be throwing the king of the crew. With that being said, let's go and get into this matchup here. And so we're gonna lead off with our Gengar here. I decided to go for the Sludge Wave here just because it's not AV, it's a roll if he's max HP, but he is AV, and he's gonna get the guaranteed knockout on me, which really does suck. I wish I had maybe led off with either my Cincino or my thing there because I got a triple axled in front of this thing freely. He would also just U-turn and taking anything I hit there, and I could have knocked it out. But at the same time, I can't expect this to be AV Serena because there's a possibility it's not and stuff like that. So it sucks that that's the case. But I got him out, just revenge it with the U-turn, make it look like I'm choice banded instead of scarfed. And I decided to go to my Thunderous. I feel like my Thunderous was the best play here. I decided to go for the agility here. As he reveals to this, I go for Flash Cannon. Does do over half. And he actually reveals to be a light clay Rabombi, which that really caught me off guard. I did not see light clay coming at all. So that's fantastic prep on Pokemon Master there. And that really got us here. And right here, ladies and gentlemen, is where I really regret being Terra Fairy in this matchup. Now, I don't partially regret it because it was a good countermeasurement to Urshifu and to Chirom, but then looking at it, you saw I had Flash Cannon, and it just didn't make sense then at that time to be Terra Fairy then. I actually was thinking to be Terra Water too because he did bring the Gliscor. This gets rolled by Gliscor relatively easily too. And instead of taking that last minute chance to change it, I didn't, and that's going to kind of cost us here because I could have gotten at least 50% off on this Chi-Yu, roughly around 50% off on this Chi-Yu. Because you're also going to see that he's going to most likely just go for the Fire Blast, as there's no reason not to. I would have gotten the 2 damage off there. He probably would have just been barely short of knocking me out, and then either I potentially KO this or chip something down. I have one hit left in me, and then I can go for another hit and then sack that thing off or get chip off of something and just keep wasting screen turns. But here I'm believing that he's choice spec, so I go to my duck here to go for the rapid spin. He reveals not to be specs, which really shocked me. I was so confident that he was going to be scarred for specs on his Chi-Yu. I mean, it makes sense when you have webs, but I feel like you always having that insurance policy makes a lot of sense. But I guess he was more than willing to risk Chi-Yu in this game than what I was thinking. I would have liked to have gone my Meow or my Deoxys, but the problem again was even with my Deoxys, if he's timid, which I don't think he's timid, I think he's modest, by the way. If he's modest, I outspeed, but if he's timid, based on my speed, my creeping and everything like that, it's speed tie, so I can't risk that. So basically, we're in a really rough situation right now. I have to go to Casino. He's gonna click Dark Pulse because he's gonna probably think that's the better play to make. Dark Pulse is actually a roll. He basically needs to get max roll and knock me out. If he Fire Blast me, I'm dead. But he does not take the fire route. He actually is going to go for that Dark Pulse and thankfully not get the KO and thankfully does not get the what's it? The flinch. So we get our tidy up off here. We're now +1. In comes the Urshifu and I don't understand why Tail Slap is 85 accurate. I don't understand why it's 85 accurate. Like Scale Shot I think is what, 90? I know there's some multi-hit moves that are 90, and yet this is 85. It's only 15. I land more power whips and gunk shots than I land a tiny, apparently a tail whip, tail slap. Now, tail slap didn't ultimately matter because I wasn't like Silk Scarf or anything. I was jolly. If I was adamant, would have probably came down to a roll to KO him, and also depended if I got the 4 or 5 hits. 4 hits, regardless, even if I was adamant, didn't kill him. 5 again could have potentially put him in roll, but that's what just really sucks right there. Now, on this turn right here, I end up making a little bit of a misplay. I actually should have went my DOS here. Now, this is one of those few turns that I made a red. So, one in terms of prep was not being Terra Water. I think Terra Water would have been the better bring. And right here, my Deoxys, I calced it later because he's not Assault Vested. There's no way he's Assault Vested if he's a Trailblaze set. Um, I would have killed him with Psychic for my Deoxys speed. And I didn't think that through when I made that play. And in hindsight as well, I should have sacked my Meow. And I'm going to tell you why I feel like I should have. So I go for Flower Check. I basically hit the hope not to get the lowest roll possible to kill his Urshifu. I do get the KO of Urshifu. That's 2 for Meow, which is really nice. Right here is where I make the misplay. I should not have risked my Dio, because my Dio actually would have won me the game. Because if this is Specs KYUREM, I can live any one hit afterwards. I can nasty plot up and literally Thunderbolt the what's it, and then I have to land a Focus Blast. So, as you can see, this Draco Meteor just knocked me out. And yeah, that's gonna basically be game. There is nothing I can do to this Manaphy, which revealed to be pretty fizz def, decently fizz def. And he does make the smart play to save differential. I'm not gonna be mad about that play, you know. And yeah, we lose this match 2-0 to Pokemon Master. I'm a little upset with myself because now looking back at it, I really should have made the plays that I should have done. Seeing that I was scarfed with my Meow, I should have just sacked Meow and got damage off, especially since he Draco Meteored me there. Because he was never going to kill me. So what I could have done is I could have nasty plotted up because he probably would have saved this to keep this thing at full health. And that way he would not have reduced defenses. And then I Thunderbolt. After my next plot, I basically just Psychic or Thunderbolt the Manaphy. And I probably, maybe Oko Manaphy. I don't know the damage calc off this off the top of my head. Let's just look here. Dio. Let's just look at a timid set here. If I was +2, not Life Orb, I was Colberberry because I wanted to make sure that I could take on the Chi-Yu if it was Specs versus, let's say, Manaphy. If it was just standard Tail Glow Manaphy, Thunderbolt basically had the best chance to potentially knock it out and to cure him. So Specs cure him. Focus Blast took it out guaranteed. So definitely made the misplay there of not just sacking my Meow, because if I got like any chip damage on my Meow, then my Focus Blast guarantee knocks him out, and then the Manaphy. Then at that point in time, if the Manaphy comes in, which again I get my +2 off. So we also double check this Manaphy actually real quick. We can actually see if this Meow was um. So we're not choice. So let's just say that, and I was adamant with my flower trick. That would have killed. So it was probably, yeah, it was like max HP, max defense. So that means it was bold. So then we go back to my DOS real quick, which means at +2. Oh my god, come on. My Thunderbolt didn't KO, but it would not get any damage off on me. I K 2 KO with Thunderbolt, and then I potentially just get the potential win off there. But if it does come down to focus miss, if anything, it would have brought it down to a 1-0 loss or a 1-0 victory for us. So there, I definitely misplayed that end game there. I should have thought that through instead of just throwing in my DO because again, my DO can only take maybe one hit from something. But I should have thought that play out first, really. But it is another thing. If he missed that Draco Meteor, that would have put me in a very good position as well because that Focus Blast could have put him in. Well, it wouldn't put him in meow range because if I was Scarf. If I was not Scarf, I actually would have won this game because player off or into Axel would have KO'd him and I would have been able to win this game. But it's one of those things where you live and learn. I was really fearing the web, so I feel like going double Scarf made a lot of sense. Double Scarf also factoring in a lot of good things on the team. But I should have been a little more confident with my build, I think, with some changes, and also should have played a little bit differently. But other than that, I think we just got a little unlucky, with the whole little unlucky with like the miss with the Cincino, which again I don't think the miss matters too much, but it would have mattered in terms like I would have gone this. Then if he goes this, then there comes that kind of contemplating factor where then maybe I sack me out on a potential Draco Meteor. I bring back in my deal, I get a nasty plot off, and then it comes down to me landing my attack to win the game. So it is what it is, but GG's to Pokemon Master. He played very well. But with that being said, thank you also for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I do apologize that this video is post-com. Didn't want this video to be post-com, but after I got notified about the audio issues, I didn't know how to fix that, so I had to just go ahead and change that up. But again, I want to give another massive shout outs to the Electric V for pointing this out to me. Thank you so much. But with that, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you guys. Peace.